Look forward to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the professional fights of the evening. Give a big round of applause for all the amateurs that put on a show tonight. But this next professional fight has a weight limit of 65.8 kilograms and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Please welcome first fighting out of the blue corner, Lukaz Catubig.
So Lukaz Catubig, give you a bit of a background on him. Training, he's from the Philippines. Training out of Melbourne, absolute MMA again. Blue belt, and he says he walks the path of a warrior. So I imagine he's a tough guy. Looks like a tough guy. Looks like he came to bring it, because I'll tell you what, against the Jones brother, he needs to bring it.
Lukaz the Lycan. And sick walkout music too. That's got to be a walkout of the night, surely.
65 kilos. Second fighter from MMA, Absolute MMA tonight. First pro card, so for those of you at home, the difference is they can now throw elbows on the ground. All leg locks are okay. And the rounds are now 5-minute rounds. So we'll be looking at 3 5-minute rounds with a minute rest in between.
Very experienced professional here. We're looking at his record, 8-8-1 coming into this fight.
And please welcome his opponent fighting out of the red corner, Luke Jones.
Wins for 8 losses for 8 KO finishes. So he has power in those hands.
Yeah.
He seems to struggle with decisions. So it's my guess Luke's going to look to wrestle with this, and Luke is going to try and keep it standing and throw leather.
Yeah, Luke being 5-2, training out of South City, very athletic, not a stranger to the Eternal cast. Great wrestling, good boxing as well.
Solid striking, a lot of professional fights as well.
Boxing and MMA, a bit of both. Twin identical brother, where they could potentially change in between rounds and you wouldn't really know the difference. So I'm sure he'll be looking to make an impact.
Yeah, last outing he had against Ben Royal from Phuket Top Team didn't go his way. You know, Ben was able to get the submission win there quite early in the first round. So Luke will be looking to change that up here against Lukaz. Sorry, his last win was actually against Jesse Medina, which was a huge win because Jesse is a seasoned professional. And the match before that was against Ben Royal, where he was submitted. So he's alternated wins and losses these last 4 matches. So let's see if he can get the win, the back-to-back win here tonight.
Yeah. Sure, he'll be looking to use his explosive power with that double leg takedown, or potentially with those power in his hands. Get it done early.
When you're down and they're trying to climb the book out of you, when you feel like you're running out of fuel, I'll show you how to use doubters fuel. Convert it to gunpowder too. Now what you do is put the mats in a charcoal fluid, put the spark to it, like Martha's doing barbecue, and all screw it. Feel like you want
First pro fight of the evening.
And Luke has entered the cage.
And Lukaz wearing traditional Thai socks.
First, fighting out of the blue corner, trained out of Absolute MMA. He officially weighed in at 66.4 kilograms. Here's a fight record of 17 fights for 8 wins. Please welcome Lukaz Catubig.
No use to the nickname there. We shall call him the Lycan.
His opponent fighting out of the red corner, trained out of South City, officially weighing in at 66.2 kilograms. with a fight record of 8 fights for 6 victories. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Jones.
6-2 as a pro. Very impressive record. Maybe looking to get a shot at that vacant featherweight title with a win here, Hilton. But his brother 7-0 or 6-0 possibly could be in front of him.
Are they the same weight class as well?
They are the same weight
Think
class.
they'd fight each other?
No. They fight every day. And when I tell you they fight every day, trust me, they scrap. I've seen them knock each other out.
All right. Fighters ready. Adam Metcalf, our referee. And
Here we
we're
go.
on.
Touch of gloves. Pro fights. 3 5-minute rounds. All submissions. Elbows.
Yeah, I was going to say Lucas looking, I would say he's looking to use those leg kicks and his kicks, judging by his the tie ankle pads.
Nice crisp boxing from Luke. Lucas stayed nice and tight though. Leg kick returned by Luke. It'd be very interesting if Lucas does keep those leg kicks up though, because Luke can time those and get the takedown he's desperately after.
Unless he's not worried about it.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
We thought
coming down from Absolute MMA.
Man, I thought the same thing about Daniel Jones in his last fight, and he stood the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. You can tell the level of the pros. You can just tell that change. You can see it.
Definitely, I mean, with the change of round time too, 5 minutes compared to 3 minutes is actually a very, very long time for those of you playing at home.
Yeah.
2 minutes makes a huge difference. Oh, big right hand. Lucas takes it on the
Lucas
chin.
caught him on a nice little uppercut on the inside there as well.
Good little uppercut from Luke there. Luke's combinations. I love how he feints the shot, because then Lucas needs to react, because if he doesn't, the shot can come, he can end up on his back.
It keeps his mind thinking about it as well.
Using the full range of mixed martial arts here. Trading jabs.
Luke Jones looking really good so far.
His boxing is always crisp, man. His boxing is always crisp.
Good leg kicks as well, though. Oh.
Kept that right hand up.
Yep.
His corner calling for body shots. That might be a part of their game plan here, to wear Lucas down to the body.
Yeah.
Get those hands to drop and come over the top.
Nice double jab and
Big breath by Lucas. 2 minutes in.
both fighters composed.
Yeah.
Just looking at a bit of a
There's
head
that dirty
crush there.
boxing. Here we go. First takedown attempt of the night for Luke. Body lock. Looking to drop to the double.
He's going to get his
single leg
changed to
here.
the single.
Yeah,
See
beautiful
if he can turn
transition
the other way
here.
now and get that single leg.
Man, training at South City, combination wrestling is very impressive.
Yeah. Lucas's corner calling for the whizzer.
Luke is very strong in this position though, man. He's so close to getting his hands locked.
Looking to change. Good
defense by Lucas.
Excellent, Jim. They must have done their research. Oh, he gets it.
There's the elbows, but there's the ankle pick. Nah, beautiful ankle pick there.
But Lucas might just pop straight back up
Luke's,
again.
Yeah, Luke's going to suck him out of there, man.
Yeah,
he's very strong in that
those
position.
Legs.
He's going to look.
See if he can trap that backhand now.
That's what he's looking for, man.
Yeah, and then land those strikes.
They're very composed, the Jones brothers, when they get top position. They don't rush, they don't open up, they just grind you down. Look, he's looking to take the back here, making Lucas turn,
baiting grabbing that hand.
Yeah, he's baiting the Kimura there. He's going to look to step over. There you go. And look to take the back.
And if he can get that left hand free, he's going to look to land some significant strikes with him now.
If Lucas can keep turning to his right here, get his back on the cage, he can avoid getting his back taken. It's going to be a very dangerous position if Luke can get around to the other side.
He's going Lucas seems very calm, composed.
Oh, 17 pro fights. He would have been in every position imaginable. But there, Luke's with that ride. He's riding that bottom leg. Very Brian Ebersol style. With Romel Luistro being his coach. Nice left hands there.
1 minute 30 to go in the round. Those shots, they're not causing significant damage, but they're scoring. The judges are.
And Lucas has to defend them. You know? He can't just sit there and take them. So. Luke is looking to pull that arm out so he can really break Lucas down. Lucas doing a really good job here, man. He's not giving his back up. He's had a dangerous position for about a minute now.
Yeah. Not taking any undue risks.
Luke's going to look to grind him into the floor here. He's going to look. He's trapped that arm, so he's going to look to ride him forward and flatten him out. There's the second.
Look for that other hook maybe and take his back there.
Yeah, this is very Brian Ebersol style, man. Very beat down style, just grinding wrestling. Just
making himself heavy, sitting in that half guard, and just bashing him really, bashing the hair ties out of his hair.
Yeah. Oh, he's looking to get under the neck.
He might just be looking for an opportunity.
There's the second hook.
So he's got 30 seconds to work.
He's got the second hook now. He's not in the best position. Yeah, he's not in the best position to finish the choke. And Lukaz is doing a really good job here to turn. He's going to end up on top. Good. And there's a guillotine. That's tight. 10 seconds. That's tight. Oh, he rolls out. Beautiful wrestling by Luke.
Nice.
Beautiful wrestling by Luke. Good scramble. That was tight.
Nice.
Lukaz has submissions too. He had to respect that.
Yeah. That guillotine was tight. He did well. He recognized it and he rolled. Went on his back. So yeah, it must have been tight, especially with only 10 seconds to go.
Oh, you'd be very hard pressed to. I mean, Luke's not going to tap for nothing, man. I think he would have preferred to try and go out there if it really was that tight. But good finish to the round by Lukaz. It showed, okay, he got beaten up for a little bit, but he's not just going to accept it. He's going to stay in this fight and he's going to try and finish.
Yeah, good technical round so far. Bit of back and forth action from both fighters. But if I had to score it, I would have to say it goes to Luke Jones.
Seconds out.
All right, we're coming in for round 2.
Here we go. Cage door's being locked. Luke looks fresh. Luke is a little bit tired, man, but being a professional, he'll gut it out. I think he looked at me when I said that. I don't know if he liked that then. Sorry, Lukaz. Maybe you're fresh.
Here we go.
Let's see if Luke goes back to the takedown or if he's going to go stick with his crisp boxing. Oh, big right hand.
Oh.
There's that big right hand. Beautiful chain wrestling by Luke.
Yeah, just straight back to it, and now can get his composure.
Yeah, again, man. Big
So
right hand down the pipe.
Yeah. So composed, go back to the wrestling, control it, get his breath back.
You know, that's why wrestling is such a good base for MMA, because of this, you know.
Yeah.
Now Luke doesn't have to just stand there and trade with Lukaz when he's feeling it, you know. He can hold him down, grind him out, get his wits back, get his breath back.
Yeah. And Lukaz really needs to scramble and just get
power.
back to his feet. But yeah, beautiful right hand there. Oh, good strikes on the top from Daniel and elbows. Sorry,
This is where I think Luke's still hurt. The guard is open. He's not looking to step over to half guard. He's not looking to try and pass. Look, Lukaz is really open with his guard here.
Yeah.
And Luke just wants to stay there.
Yeah.
I think he's still trying to get his wits back after that massive right hand.
He's trolling the left wrist there. Looking to land some significant strikes. Really needs to posture up, though, to get some power in those strikes.
Yeah. I like to see Lukaz try and wall walk here, man.
Yeah.
I think if he can get back up, he can put the pressure back. Luke is going to want to stay here for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, taking that right hand, he's not going to want to just stand there and trade with Lukaz anymore.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's trying to get up now, but Luke just drags him back down. Still the guard's open. He doesn't try and pass. Doesn't try and posture up to land some strikes either. He's just happy to control. Adam Metcalf's having a real good look here. He might even stand them up.
Yeah, potentially if there's not a lot of access.
Oh, there we go. He's not going to stand him up. There, he stepped over to half guard now. This is what I like. Look. Breaks him down.
Yeah, I think he'd be very comfortable now just to sit on that half guard.
Oh, big elbow.
Elbows. And again, and again, and again. Definitely more damage scoring this round from Luke in comparison to last round.
Luke's corner is pedantic for him to pick up the pace.
Yeah,
he needs to score, man.
Yeah,
he got dropped on his butt.
Yep,
you know,
exactly.
It's not boxing, but that's a 10-8 round if we were boxing.
Yeah.
You know, he needs to score some damage and at least bring this round back to even or in his favour.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, in my opinion, a big right hand over. Oh, this is what he needs. Constant pressure. You know, this is going to tie it there. Lucas has given up the fight for the guard now. And back to this position.
It's the same thing we saw in the first round. Trying to control that right hand. Looking for now. Lucas is looking for a Kimura there potentially. Now looking to take his back, get his hooks in. He's got one hook in. See if he can get that other hook in. Very difficult though with the cage behind him.
Yeah, Lucas is really using good cage positioning to make sure that Luke can't spin around to his back.
Yeah.
But he can't stay here, man. He needs to move. Arm triangle potentially.
Could be there. Yep.
It looks deep.
Yeah.
It looks deep, but he needs to get him flat here.
And he needs to get his leg. Oh no.
Let it go, yeah. Didn't want to waste the energy. Didn't want to waste the energy. Lucas needs to try and stand up. I like to see Lucas stand up from here.
Yeah.
There you go. That's better.
There we go.
Shake him off.
Watch Luke just pick him up and throw him back down again.
Yeah, he's just ragdolling him at the moment. Luke's definitely got his wits back about him now.
You can just see the difference in wrestling there, though. It's that different wrestling level.
It's a chain wrestling, man. It's that Brian Ebersol style of just beat you up, beat you down. There you go. Tries to bring him down. If he can bring him flat here and go to mount, maybe we could look for a finish. He's looking to slide the hand underneath, and Lucas defends again. Turtle. If he can trap him in the corner even, start landing some strikes.
Yeah,
we've seen fights stop from there tonight.
Yeah, he needs some heavy strikes. We can look at some big, heavy strikes. That's what we're looking for. Just to make a big impact on the judges'
And back to that
minds.
leg. Yeah, back to that leg ride, man. Lucas is happy for that to happen. So maybe he's not too fussed that Luke could try and potentially get to the back. But he can't take these punches, man. He needs to try and wall walk, frame.
Excellent head position from
Good shots by Luke.
Now he's trying to pour it on a little bit more.
Good
Now he's
pace
flat.
by Luke.
Oh, good elbow.
Oh, and another one.
And another
Oh.
one.
Makes him turtle.
That's
Oh.
good. You could see a little bit of experience there where he started to land heavy elbows and look like a big flurry, but pulled it back because he knows he's got one more round.
Lucas is still, he's up now, but he's bleeding heavily out of his nose. He's breathing out of his mouth. Big right hand to start the frame, and then Luke just took over in the second half of that round. Hilton, how are you scoring this so far?
Difficult, but I would have to say I'm going to give it 2 rounds to Luke Jones. Even though he got knocked down in that second,
I think,
he took the control over it and came back with some significant strikes. You could possibly argue that it's a draw.
I think Luke is definitely up 2 rounds to nil.
Let's see what Lucas can come out with, though.
Let's see that
last round.
Yeah, still got power in that right hand.
Yeah,
Luke's got that left hand nice and high.
He might feel that he's down in the judges' scorecard and look to really come out hard for this one. It's corner for calling Lucas to leave everything inside the cage.
He's very tired, yeah. Well, that grinding wrestling style just leans on you, man. Don't be surprised for Luke to shoot soon and just finish this good performance off.
Yeah.
Lucas is not out of this. He's got the power to finish a fight with one shot. You saw that in the second round. But he's very tired at the moment.
Yeah, just kind of looking to catch his breath back. But
there you go. Ramel calling for the pace. The pace.
That's what I think is going to get done for him.
In one of Luke's fights with Nico Felicis, he won the first 2 rounds, and Nico actually nearly finished him in the third. Wonder if that's playing on his mind at all. Probably not right now.
Yeah, I'm sure not now. Maybe in his corner's mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's doing well now. But to be honest, I don't think Lucas has thrown one strike this round so far. Just trying to catch his breath back.
I think he's going to try and catch his breath for one last explosion.
Big flurry.
Just give it everything and
a big breath.
There's
big
crippling leg kick, man. He's still got power in this third and final round.
Oh, inside kick as well. Let's see. Oh, good hands by Luke there.
They're still calling for that body work that we saw beautifully in round 1 from Luke. Only issue with that is if that right hand comes over the top and Luke slips a small millimeter, there it is. There's that explosion.
Oh, good jab there. South City corner really calling for some pressure and
This
workload.
is the difference between the amateurs and the pros I was talking about with the head movement. Look at Luke. His head is never in the same position.
Yeah.
It's left to right. He's in and out. You know, his chin's not high. His hands are tucked. You know, crisp boxing display from Luke.
No wind up, no crazy punches. Just clean.
Big breaths from
Big
Lucas,
breath,
man.
Yeah.
Oh, we heard that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good right hand.
Oh.
Here's that flurry you were talking about that's coming. Now he's going to pick him up and dump
He's
him.
going to look for that guillotine again.
I think he's pretty safe here. He
Yeah,
doesn't have
he's
it too deep.
Nah, he doesn't. I don't know if he's got
He's
his hands
really
clasped.
trying for it, but I don't think he's got it in his chin deep enough.
Yeah, they're calling him to change to the high arm, but
Still got 2 minutes.
But
2
Luke's
minutes
head's
to
nice
go.
and safe on the floor
Yeah,
there.
Doesn't look too phased. Head's not looking very
Oh,
red.
he's still going to spin.
He
and he
can't
gets out.
Looked to pass there. Good counter. He's got 2 minutes. His corner calling him to really make an impact.
Yeah, I'd
now.
really like to. Look, 2 minutes, he's on top.
Yeah, I'd like to
Lucas
see
hasn't,
him-
besides the guillotine, Lucas hasn't shown any submissions from the bottom, besides those 2 guillotines,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. But for Luke, what I mean is he hasn't seen any danger to the posture up and just land elbows and punches. I'd like to see
Yeah.
him try and finish this fight.
Yeah, I'd
he
like-
needs to finish this fight. There's a vacant featherweight title out there for Eternal,
Yeah.
and you need to make statements.
Yeah, I'd like to see him posture up and land some heavy punches, elbows, whatever he can. He's got 1 minute 30 to work.
Especially when the guard's open like this, man. If he can get to his feet and just start hammering down punches, Adam Metcalf is right close to that action. He more than likely will stop it.
Yeah, yeah. I think Lucas is checked out after that takedown. That was it. He'll never.
Oh,
quit.
here's the armbar attempt. Here's the armbar attempt. Oh, he's out. No danger there. But the problem with, yeah, he's put his arm out. If he left his arm trapped in there, the elbows would come. It looks like Luke's going to be happy to ride this out. I'd like to see a flurry like he had in the last round. There's the pass to half guard. And screaming for elbows now. There you go.
Corner calling for a finish.
And he can get it, man. It's there.
Yeah, it's there.
Lucas
It's there
is
for
never
the
going to
taking.
quit, but he doesn't have an answer for the wrestling.
Yeah.
So if Luke can just pick the pace up, he can get that finish,
Yeah.
man. Lucas wants to hold on. You know, he's
Yeah.
been admirable. His record shows he's a really, really good fighter. But 20 seconds to go. Luke needs to just pick up the pace,
There we
man.
go. Here we
Make a
go.
statement.
Get some work. Let's get some work and posture, and looking just damaging. Maybe a guillotine.
Ramel and
now.
Ramesh, oh, he's looking for the guillotine, the cradle. 10 seconds.
See what he can do.
Yeah, good performance by Luke. He was battered in the second round, came back to win that round. I think a shutout, 3-0. Good performance.
Yeah, definitely just shut him out. The wrestling. Took the wrestling, dominated him. Looks like he might have an injury to his hand. I'm looking for. He's telling his corner.
Who's this?
Luke Jones.
Okay.
So maybe that's why we didn't see such a big flurry.
Which hand?
I think his left hand.
Okay. Yeah, Ramel and Ramesh are talking about it. He might have hurt his hand.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones in the corner as well, his brother. Oh, was it Daniel that fought and Luke was cornering? Who could tell the difference?
Yeah, who knows? Throw a bit of fight shorts and gloves, and who knows?
Another win for the Jones brothers. And South City. What's that for them? 3-1 tonight out of 4 fights? Impressive, man.
After 3 rounds, we head to the judges for a decision. All 3 judges score at 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner, Luke Jones.
Good crowd support, good win. But, sorry, Lucas takes the best ring entrance for the night.